I'm Dylan.
And I'm Lydia.
And this is Broken Pictures. Like, it's not broken.com, it's broken.pictures. No.com.
That's going to be a good intro.
Take two.
Near my nose. Hey guys, this is Dylan.
And I'm Lydia.
And we're here for Broken Pictures. We just want to say, check out our website. If you like the video, like and subscribe to our channel.
Visit our website. It's broken.pictures.
No.com. Also, we want to feature some fan art. So help us build up a repertoire, a portfolio, if you will, of fan art so we can start posting stuff here on this channel. And in the meantime, let's just throw some of our own up there. A couple years back for Halloween, we did Rick and Michonne and dressed the kids out as zombies. My son was Carl. It was boss. So, just check it out right now.
BT Dubs, I made that wig myself.
Yeah, and she looked legit. Cause
Too
Michonne,
legit to quit.
yeah, because Michonne is a badass. Thanks for looking at our little fan art that never quite made it on The Talking Dead. Thank you, Chris Hardwick. But anyways, this is The Broken Dead. No, Shiva! No! So anyways, this episode is pretty much Ezekiel centered, and I mean it was really good. The first half of the season they always spend character building and building up the plot points, and then it just goes.
The second half of the season.
The second half of the season. And so anyway, if you don't know Two-Face already, this is the beautiful Two-Face, as you can see, features two sides of her face. As we all do, but hers are different. But anyways, let's jump right in. I know you had some pretty interesting points.
I just pulled part of that out of her mouth. It just like kept coming like a spaghetti noodle. That was disgusting.
Anyways, so the
She's attacking me. Her nail is stuck in my elbow.
oh my gosh,
Told you.
it's like skin hanging and everything. He's okay too. He's okay too. You all right?
Yeah. Just quit petting her. Leave her alone for a second. Just let her get comfortable.
All right, so this episode starts out with Ezekiel kind of putting on his mask, putting on his theatrical character of the king, and he starts out, he's just a regular guy, and then he, puts the dread wax in, puts the feather in, and...
By the way, is he going to share with Michonne? He definitely needs to share with Heath, because I don't know what's going on with Heath's hair.
Yeah, where is it? That's where Heath is. He's out looking for dread wax. But so anyways, it just shows how Ezekiel has built this character up and really becomes this character every single day, and then it goes through the people and how they interact with their families and getting ready for the war. And these people, they're not like Rick and the group who have seen hard times, have seen war. Not that Ezekiel and his kingdom haven't been through hard times and built up what they have now, but their knowledge of the apocalypse is more scattered. It's more like book knowledge.
Much like Alexandria before Rick showed up, is very sheltered, very walls up.
Yeah, they're a little bit more progressed than Alexandria because they had run in with Negan and cut a deal with Negan.
But they cut a deal just like Alexandria had. They haven't had to face off with them. Like Oceanside, who lost all of their people.
Yeah,
they don't
that is
know
true.
anything of war.
And I think Carol was trying to bring that to a point with her conversation with Ezekiel, and he was basically like, look, I decided to be this person, and I'll be that person at the right time. As says every single person who's never been through a hard situation that thinks they understand what's going on with somebody else's situation. I'll just wing it. I'll just take care of it when it happens.
It'll just fall into place, much like the kingship did. It'll just happen, and I'll be there.
Yeah, it's not something he really had to fight for. It was kind of handed to him. I mean, he's walking around with a tiger, and everybody's like, "You're the dude." And but Carol knows this because Carol has seen hard times. She's been through hardship, and she understands the point that he's trying to make, that hey, I decided to be who I am now, but
life decides for you sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she decided out of hardship because she had to be that person. And granted, he kind of had to become this person for the sake of his people, but it wasn't a live or die situation. Things could have turned out differently for him had he chosen a different path, and Carol too. But anyways, I'm rambling.
There were a lot of different things in this episode. There were a lot of different
symbology,
symbolism. And I'm sure the word you were looking for was symbolism. What is the symbolism there?
So in this episode, there were a lot of visual cues that, to me, still hot.
Yeah, it's still hot.
Represented a lot for Ezekiel's character arc throughout this episode. We saw when amazing Cooper Andrews, aka Jerry, comes in swinging his battle axe, literally splitting a man in half. And to me, the visual concept of that, looking through it, we've seen a lot of other people's input.
I'm catching on what you're laying down.
But to me, that was Ezekiel splitting from his other persona.
Yeah.
One half of him was the king, and the other half was Ezekiel, and it was splitting the two.
Yeah, it even showed him, it revealed him as it split, so it's like showing the duality of Ezekiel.
Yeah, like he is no longer the king. The king is dead. And I thought it showed that when he comes back home to the kingdom and is like, doesn't even have anything to say.
Yeah.
Legitimately touches Ben's little brother on the shoulder and is just like keeps going because he doesn't know what else to do. He is no longer a king. He's just some guy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this was really necessary for his character to become a deeper, more relatable character. Too quick.
We are now attached to him.
Yeah, he's become one of the group now.
He suffered loss.
Yeah, I mean, I love Khary Payton already, just as an actor, as a guy. He does the voice of Cyborg on Teen Titans, and he's done several other characters, and he's just one of my favorites. But I mean, this guy,
he's so versatile, and to play a boasting king, and then in the next be like, fake it till you make it. Like, to me, that shows so much versatility as an actor.
Yeah.
But for us to feel that love that he had for Shiva, Rip Shiva,
his people,
and feel that loss, to me, that's just so, to make us feel that through the screen is a huge thing.
Yeah, and if you don't know his backstory, he not Ezekiel's backstory, Khary Payton was doing like theater and children's theater in Dallas, and that's how when he was discovered, he kind of moved to LA and went from there. Excuse me. But there was just a lot going on with the building up of the people, and then that Game of Thrones scene. Like first time we were watching it, and it showed the overhead of the "We are one" speech. And the people gathering around him, and it shows it from overhead. I was just like, Khaleesi! And then they jumped right into the Jon Snow side, where he crawls out from under the bodies of his people. I mean, that was horrific. Just showing how much damage that machine gun can do. It's literally wiped out. He kept saying, not one. I mean, it literally killed all but one. Him and Jerry was his last person. Carol doesn't really count as his, but
to me it's very a good point where he's like, not one. A lot of times the king is the one, and he is the only one. So other people lost their lives, but he is no longer the king. He is the one that they lost, because he was hope for so many more other than the ones that died. I mean, for the kingdom that still is here, he was the one that mattered, that gave them hope, and he is no longer the king. They lost the most important one to them.
Yeah, their point of light has been snuffed out. And Jerry's still, I think Jerry's going to make a difference. And I think Carol is going to help him come back from this too. But I mean, Jerry was saying the entire time, it's like, look, no, you're still the king. You have to be.
Which proved his point of just like, man, people needed somebody to believe in. So I became what they believed in. And Jerry proves that of just like, dude, you are my king, because without you, what mission do I have? I'm Abraham without a Eugene at this point in time.
Yeah.
I have no mission. I have nothing to keep me keep going.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and to be have that happen to him, and his people followed him, and then the visual of the zombies following him, as them following him as walkers, was a big point. You know, that the serial killer looking guy made. You know, it really tore him down. He's like, you know, they're even following you in death.
Really, to me, just kind of took the shell of the king off, and at that point, like, he's just some guy. And to just cut people down is what you fear most in a world like this, where you have people who are bullies, you have people who have lost all morale, and they want to see people's heads on pikes, you know, and they want to chain people to the wall. It just, to me, is they are the Walking Dead.
The king has already lost just about everything he cared about, and then when they get in that pit, and Shiva just takes one for the team, so he can get out of the pit. I mean, that just like adding insult to injury. That was a big deal.
And we see the barrel that says dangerous substance. To me, that was just like, war is such a dangerous game. It's such a dangerous substance, because once people get that in their system, it tears people apart. It kills groups, it kills towns, it kills civilizations. Just like, war is a dangerous substance, so we are in all out war right now. Like, it's hard to come back from that. I'll be interested to see Ezekiel. I'm no longer going to call him King Ezekiel, because I don't feel like he wants to be King Ezekiel. I think that he's just Ezekiel at this point. I'll be interested to see where he is next episode, if we get to see him at all.
Yeah, they might put some distance between him and what's going on. Another point with somebody brought up in one of the videos we were watching, I think it was like New Rock Stars or something, they were talking about how King Ezekiel put this red feather in his hair, and it was symbolic almost of like Peter Pan that wears the same red feather, and of the innocence being stripped away from him. And when we were talking about how Ezekiel had put on his character in the morning, and then the serial killer guy takes his blood and basically puts a mask on him. It's basically what Robert Kirkman was saying, is that he's basically just putting a mask on Ezekiel, just kind of mocking him. And I mean, there was just so many things that just like kept bringing him down a notch the entire episode, and it was really well done. So. This is Dylan.
And I'm Lydia.
And that's all for us today. We're here for Broken Dead, Broken Pictures. That's www.brokenpicturesno.com. Check out our website, and if you like the video, give it a like. If you like it, share it with your friends, and so we can get our 10,000 views. That's when YouTube starts paying attention to us. And so get it out there, help us get the word out, and
make sure you subscribe.
Yes, please subscribe so you can see when new videos come out. And we'll not just be doing this show, but we'll be doing topics on other things as well as other shows when they air. And so that's it for us. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.